That was a waste of my time.
So you was hot.
I was pissed.
That's so funny.
I'll never do that shit again.
That's
That's
so
trash.
You'll never coach again?
No. Absolutely not.
What was the record? What was the record?
I don't know, like 2 and something. I don't know. My mentality can't coach these type of kids.
Well, it's like Jordan.
The parents are missing practices because they're going on a fucking ski trip and shit. I was like, these why these niggas is ass.
Yeah.
Y'all don't give a shit how the kids gonna give a shit.
Man.
Like, I'm watching the kids, how many times the coaches got to say shit and stuff like that. I can't do that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was raised a different way. Like, and if you gonna do it, we gonna do it. Like, I wouldn't coach because not even the kids, because of the parents. Like, if I cuss your kid out, don't come to me, bro. I would rather coach in the inner city where these kids want it. It's the parent. It's not the kid. I wish if you could just remove, if we had no parents allowed for this amount of time, I'd probably be willing to do that.
Like the
more
Catholic
than,
Church.
Not at all.
Get the parents out of here. Come here, kids. Just us.
I can't.
Thanks for tuning in. Matter of fact, thanks for your patronage. Wildly inappropriate. See how I brutally honest it? Like, wow, that boy, wow. Don't you see them boys so crazy? Chilling with the homies, dog Keon, Gary, and KB.
You roll your socks down?
Can I roll them down?
I said no. I said, do you roll them down?
No, I didn't roll them down.
Oh, they were rolled.
I just got them on and they rolled down.
Your socks don't just fall down.
No, when I put them on, I guess when I put my pants on, I probably put
Just
my
let us
socks
see.
on.
Just
I
let us
know
see.
they're not rolled down on purpose.
They're
It's
flipped.
No, they were flipped. Oh, it's when he pulls them down. They
okay.
roll.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Just be noticing shit, man.
got bad sock integrity.
Just be noticing shit.
Shot in the shot, man.
You know what I mean? It might. Well, if that's in the shot. That's definitely in the shot.
All right, man.
I'm just trying to help you out. You don't want roll down socks
On camera?
on camera because you're trying to show off the new shoes. They look nice.
Is that what you're trying to do?
I was not trying to do that at all. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
They're nice shoes.
They're not sure.
Yeah, Air Maxes, like your Air Maxes, man.
No, these are the 90s. Those are the different ones, but I like those ones.
These are the ones.
I like those ones.
Yeah, the ones in the 90s are very similar.
You ain't gonna take them from them.
Why would I do that?
I mean, that's usually what
That's
happens.
not-
Somebody like, I like your shoes.
That's not
This is
who
what
I
I
am.
keep saying it.
Yeah,
You
you
be like,
said it
all
too many
right.
times. Like, bruh, all right, we get it.
You know, we're at an age now.
I
where,
need
you know,
that.
All right,
that,
all
that
right,
goes.
if-
That
if-
segues in.
I
Yeah.
need that.
If a nigga wanted to take your shoes at this age, what are you doing?
Well, here you go. I'm calling the cops.
I always
on
look at that
their way.
episode of Family Matters where Eddie didn't want to give up his shoes or whatever. Then
Laura didn't want to give her a jacket. She got shot.
It's Laura. Laura got shot?
Yeah.
Did she
No,
get
no,
shot?
no. Sorry, the other girl got shot because she didn't want to give up her jacket.
Yeah, and I'm just like, damn. And then they came to Eddie at one point. You know what? Matter of fact, give her your shoes. No, was that a Parenthood with TK?
Probably because Eddie got beat up by the Dragons.
Right.
Laura got threatened to be shot
Yeah,
because people forget Family Matters was in Chicago.
it
That
was.
was in the suburbs, right?
They
were
were
in the suburbs.
but they school was still Chicago. So these, you know, one of those multicultural gangs in the 90s.
The Dragons. And it'd be a Mexican and a white and a
Yeah.
black.
So they
and a-
tried to take Laura homegirl jacket. She didn't want to give it up, and you just hear the gunshots, and the girl got shot.
So what if somebody wanted to take your girl stuff, like whether it was her purse or her
Give it up?
wallet or shoes? You
At
tell her to
gunpoint?
Take it off. What you
And,
doing?
and she's like, Gary?
That's my first thing. My first thing.
Is
like,
it at
wait,
gunpoint or is it at just?
well, we don't know.
A nigga
If
trying
they
to punch
just
you?
like, hey, I need that. You
Yeah.
like, yo, well, let me see what you got first.
Yeah. Because we just gonna
What you
scrap.
got?
You willing to scrap
I'll
for
take
it?
my chances. If you gotta be like, give it up, I'm like, here, nigga, have it. I
Which is
don't-
crazy because you could be brazen enough to just be like, to have nothing and just be like, yo, I need that.
Some people are.
Yeah. And like, wait.
Well,
You
they
just assume that they got something.
Yeah, you that crazy to be like, you run up on
Yeah.
people to be like, give me what you got, wallet, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends.
You have to prove it to me. I'd be like, no. Now
Like,
if they take it
show
out,
me
give it to
something.
me. I'd be like, okay. Well,
But
then,
what,
Yeah.
So what if your girl was like, they
let's
pull
dive into that.
Yeah. What I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I would tell
What you need
dude.
to see?
I would tell
Oh,
dude.
let's dive into it?
Let's dive into it.
Let's
Why
explore
why
that.
should I have to
Let's
give you?
explore that.
Why should I have to give you my stuff?
But if your girl goes, they go like, I want give me your purse, your shoes, and give me your shoes, right? And your girl's like, looks at you like, Keon, I'm not giving up my purse and my shoes.
Not without a weapon. Neither one of
Yeah.
us are.
At gunpoint.
Hey,
Okay,
you
okay.
can have all that.
Hold on. So he ain't got a weapon, right? But he got like 6 They standing 6 dudes.
That's a weapon.
That's a weapon. Okay. All right.
Six dudes is
niggas
a
are a
weapon,
weapon.
bro.
Okay.
How many niggas equal
3
a
dudes.
weapon?
Yeah, that's a
3
weapon.
dudes.
Bonfire Stories November 15th. Yes, the last one. Last one of the year.
Shit.
Okay, my last of the year, Keon, Polee, and Friends at Flappers is November 7th. October 31st, November 1st, I'll be in DC, which those tickets are looking phenomenal. Saturday both Saturday shows probably gonna sell out.
DC.
But then Friday, if you want to go late Friday, it's plenty of tickets. Early Friday is tickets. Saturday, people getting them for Saturday early, so Saturday gonna be a good time. And then KeonPolee.com on everything. Thank y'all, everybody who's watching the special, sharing the special.
Yeah.
You know,
Gary's
all the
special
good
too.
stuff.
Watch Gary's
special's
special.
out.
Yeah.
Comedy Dynamics. It's on Prime or is it's on?
It's on Prime.
It's on
a
Prime,
part of,
but it's a part of a 5 series. Yeah, I was about to watch it, and I was like, I want to see these other niggas.
5 thing.
Yeah.
Support
Yeah.
your mans, man.
I'm-
Fast
I
forward
know,
to the other
I'm-
niggas.
Well, he's
It'll
not
be
gonna
on
get.
YouTube. It'll be
He's
on
not
YouTube.
gonna get
soon.
the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be on YouTube. So.
Gotcha.
They standing 6 dudes.
That's a weapon.
That's a weapon. Okay. All right.
Six dudes is a
niggas are
weapon,
weapon,
bro.
okay.
How many niggas equal a
dudes.
weapon?
Yeah,
That's a
3
weapon.
dudes.
That's too many.
Yeah,
many-
that's too
That's
many, dog.
bro.
I know one other dude. Okay.
Hold on,
Cotty
hold
with you. Cotty
hold
with you. She been working out. She been in her classes.
I don't
She
want
been
her
in
to
her
get beat
kickboxing
up.
classes.
Wait a second though. Does size matter? So these are
Size always matters.
If these are a bunch of niggas that are 5'5" and 5'6" that are 3 dudes, now,
Now I
are
feel
you
like, now I feel like they have a weapon because they not. Cause they not
Yeah, I have a
finna.
weapon,
They not.
yeah.
Yeah, they not
Yeah.
finna do that. And if you like,
3, 5, 6 dudes might still try to scrap you because it's 3 of them.
I don't know. I believe they might have. I be like, what y'all got?
Well, we ain't got nothing. We just out here.
Oh, the niggas.
This is such
Like,
and they from a set though. They say they from a set. They said from a particular game.
I know, sir. I'm 40.
you just gonna keep saying that?
I don't bang. What's your name,
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah, you gonna throw the brother
What's
out?
your name, bro?
What church you go to?
I'm 40. I have children.
You know what's funny? I feel like when I was growing up, I was getting banged on a lot, or like approached a lot, or like at least in situations where I was just like, God damn,
You live in
my
LA.
face-
You
is my face
you
It
live
is
in
your
LA.
face.
You
It
live
should-
in
I
LA,
want to
though.
bang on you, and I don't even bang.
no. I'm saying, but I'm say like now I never get approached. There's never been a time
Well,
where I
you're
get
Because you're not in that
element.
environment anymore.
Yeah,
But even I feel like even there's times when I wasn't in that environment, I could just go to McDonald's.
you're still at that
But you're
age.
still
though.
at that age where they be
Yeah.
like we look like adults.
Okay, so it took a while to look like an adult for me. So maybe that's what it is.
They don't.
But I would be afraid that somebody would try to take my shoes. Like if I would dress like that, I'd be like,
These? I don't
would
think
feel.
so.
I would feel concerned.
Nah.
Not new J's, not but not
Are they not?
Maxes.
I don't know the tier. I'm
These are
not-
just-
I'm
It's just
so
Air
out of
Maxes
that.
aren't something that people really.
Yeah, if a
Really?
nigga steal my Air, I was like, you must really need these.
Yeah.
because these are not pricey.
Yeah.
These are not
These
worth.
I
He
got
like
these
I-
on
he like I
sale for
gotta-
$35.
I feel like I got a cross country meet next week.
And I need, I for real, man. My time last time was like
Yeah.
a 425. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give you these shoes because you probably, if you can win,
Hey, yeah, text me your time.
Yeah.
See if you improve. See if you PB'd.
'Cause I got a guy.
yeah, I got to.
Yeah,
You know,
I
matter of
get
fact,
the
I'll buy you
kicks,
some
bro.
shoes.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
cash
the
out your
problem.
money. If a kid was like that for real, I'll probably be like, I'll cash out you the bread to get the shoes, dog.
If that was his real reason.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I just need something. I'd be like, man, let's go get you some
What if he
shoes, bro.
came with the pitch like he's selling something, but he's robbing you? You know what I mean? Like he's like, yo, I need those shoes because I'm on this basketball team and we all got the blah 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 blah, and he just goes through the whole spiel.
But I don't think we're playing Air
Maxes.
Maxes. I'll be like, I don't think these are the right shoes.
These are
for you,
not
dog.
shoes
If you
for
was running track, like you said, across
Yeah.
country, I'll probably be like, you know what?
I'd be like, who do you stay with?
I wouldn't say that. I'll say, what school
Where's
do you
your
go to?
father?
No, I would ask like, what do you? Because I'm willing to help you out.
Hey, you gonna be like, what? I can't hear you. What'd you say?
But where's your?
Why you talking to me all sultry and all
know, I'm a father,
seductive
brother.
as shit?
I'm
I
a
got.
father.
Why you
ask
trying
more
to
questions.
disarm me?
Yeah,
I'm a
I
father.
gotta ask more
They
questions.
don't have that.
fire.
They don't have that vernacular.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
Why you trying to de-escalate
They
right now?
don't have it. They wouldn't even pick up on that. They'd be like, no, you. They don't. They don't have the.
That's when you ask them. You ask them.
alright.
You ask them multiple questions. I think you ask them one what school he goes to, because if his school ain't good, you be like, nigga, it's not worth it. That's number one. Number two, like, well, you got a picture of your mom. And if his mom cold, you might be like, look, man.
Some other nigga will buy these.
Or I got you. You know what I'm saying? To take care of you and your mama real quick and toss you a couple of dollars, and then now you fucking his mom.
I don't want no kind of.
No kid like that. You want that?
It's like, ooh, I'll invest in this kid.
Investing in a kid is crazy.
Not invest, but just in general. Just even deal with like I think I missed that wave. Like I wasn't coaching kids. I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like
giving back.
In the scenario you gave, I don't give a fuck if your mom look good. Like
I don't know.
I don't have nothing to do with me.
I went through a phase.
That's what I'm saying. You coaching shit. You know what I mean? I didn't.
You coach kids. You know, when you get back to your community, you know what I'm saying? It's something that's just a byproduct. You just end up, building these relationships.
Yeah.
You know.
I was never coaching, but there was a time where, like I said, we just set our settings on like MySpace and Black Planet and stuff like that. We just set it to like older women, and we were dating women that just happened to have children and stuff like that.
I didn't want.
And it ended up being
dating or sleeping with.
Oh, I was not going to date a 40-year. That's crazy. At 21,
Yeah.
absolutely, that's insane. Sleep with it was a. I don't. Would that be a fetish? I don't know if it's a fetish, but
it's a fetish. It's not a. I don't know. I don't know if it's a kink. I guess.
Yeah, it was more.
It's a. I don't know how long you have to be into something before it becomes a fetish.
If that was
you
my
could just
only
experiment,
right? Because I wasn't. It wasn't on some like, yo, I only want older women. It was like I was still smashing girls my age while still trying to smash older women.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I don't think it was like I wasn't like, nah, fuck girls.
I never had
age.
an agenda for shit when it came to women though.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like.
So what's the oldest you smashed?
I don't know. I was just.
What is the oldest you think you smashed?
I mean, she was definitely way older than me. She had like 3 kids.
3 kids don't mean old.
Yeah, but
because there's a couple 20-something-year-olds with 3 kids right now.
She was definitely older than me. I was only like 19. If I had to guess, she probably was in like 30s or something like that.
How'd y'all meet?
I think I was drunk somewhere outside. She had a big butt. I was like, all right. She was, she was cooking. She was paying my phone bill. She was getting my hair done.
Shoot, wait. How did that come about? Her paying your phone bill? You don't seem like the type to be like, yo, could you pay?
I didn't ask. I manipulated. You know.
How? Tell me how you manipulated.
I was on some like she was on some. She kept asking me to come through, and I was like, "Nah, I got a lot on my mind." Nah, I got a lot on my mind.
Phone about to.
I said, "My phone, I can't. My phone about to die. I need to be
to
able to call back home.
Because my cert.
How much your bill? This much. All right, I'll pay it. Why don't you come through? I can't. I gotta find somebody to braid my hair.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take you to the shop.
Take you to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good $80, $80, right?
She took me to the shop. She paid. And then she used to cook. She'd be like, "Come eat." And she had kids, so she was cooking. Like, and we in college. I don't know, but what made me bail out was, nigga, you wake up to a nigga you don't know, asking for breakfast. I'm like, all right, this is my last time coming over here, bro.
Oh, wow. Shit.
Little kid was. I turned and it was a little kid like, is it time for breakfast? I was like, nigga, you gotta ask your mama all that, bro.
And he asked you specifically.
He was on my side, bro.
Oh.
I fell asleep. I was drunk. Fell asleep and I was like, I woke up to a kid at 19. I said, y'all not be over here again.
So you never saw the kids previously before that?
No.
It was always you came out over at a time where they were asleep.
Yeah. Or they was with the dad or, whatever the fuck they was. And I passed out and slept in too long or something. And that kid was there. I was like, oh, no.
I remember this.
Never went over there again.
There was one time where I came over and the kid was already there hanging out with us. And she was blaming the kid for all her issues. Like, why? Oh, you're not going to hang out with me any longer because my kid is bad. I just remember I was like, first thing, I came over here, you in this moo and not in a sexy type of moo. And then it's just like, I'm not about to. You keep blaming the kid was unattractive to me. And I was like, you said now it sounds like you're a bad mother. And I'm just like, I don't want to smash a bad mother. I'll smash a single mom, but I want to smash a bad.
Not a bad mom.
Yeah.
That matters. I've been unattracted to girls after seeing how they mother.
Yeah,
I'd be like, ugh.
That's a good time. What makes you unattractive? What do you
mean? What's an example of that?
Like if I see unruly kids, I'm mad at the dad. I'm at whoever in charge. I'm mad at.
Yeah.
I don't do unruly kids. Like I don't do that at all.
What's your turn off or they say ick on a woman that can be like as soon as he does you like I'm out. I'm not. Ugh,
oh,
I'm not
I could.
I know.
I
That's what I'm asking. I know you got
to do that for years. I could let a scroll down.
Biblical scroll of icks.
Cigarettes. Bad mother. Like
so
how you handle a situation. Like it's all
the coldest girl in the world to you. She's whatever how you have it in your head, but she does this one thing you like.
If she takes out a cigarette, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out every time.
I've done it though. I've done a cigarette before. You never smashed a girl that smoked cigarettes before?
No.
Gary, I feel like you have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't do it.
I don't know if I have a lot of icks.
I can't do it.
Or turn offs like that.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I just didn't care. Cotty, it was funny. Cotty asked me the other day, like, what went wrong with all the, or she asked like, He said something like, "What made you decide? All right, her."
Yeah.
And I was like, "You were the only one that didn't bother me." It was really that simple. Like, yeah, baddie, funny, and all that, but I noticed when you did stuff, it didn't bother me like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I fuck with this.
And that was early on, or did you grow? Was it like
like
a
kind of
month or
early
two
on?
in,
Like
y'all
she
was
would
just
do little shit, but I'm like, I ain't tripping. I was like, I must like.
and it'd be
her.
the same shit that other women did.
Yeah. And
So you
I
was like, she did. You was like, but she did. You was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out. Like, and she had circumstances that I liked though. She had no kids. She had her own place. She had, like there was a lot of things that I liked about her. On top of that I'd be like, oh, like she would. And then I told her, the truth, vanity wise, there were a lot of girls that I'm like, I wouldn't even want to accidentally have a child with you. So that was a barrier. So it's like, if I accidentally get you pregnant, like a lot of girls that I dealt with, I'll be like, in my head, I'm like, 18 years, the next 18 years, like, is this worth the next 18 years? And that's where all the little stuff came. Like, fuck no, I ain't dealing with that. Fuck no, I ain't dealing with that. Hell no, I ain't dealing with that. So with her, I was like, if I get this one pregnant, at the very least, I'm gonna have good looking kids. Like I can, and I was I've always been, I've never had self-doubt when it comes to career wise. So like, I was like, one day I'm gonna be in magazines, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna be whatever. I need somebody on my arm that look a certain way. But like, I had all this shit like in my head early.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I have a family, I need to, like, I'm not getting half of these girls. Ain't no fucking way. Like, I'm not, all that shit was in my head. So she fit everything that I needed, career wise, funny wise. Like, she just fit everything. And I was like, all right.
So you was big on visuals,
optics, all that. Yeah. How you carry yourself in public, like all that shit.
I remember you have a big thing when you don't like women that are loud at all.
Nope.
I can't do that.
Nah, I was very big on optics, on how this is gonna play out, how this is gonna, because I already knew where I was gonna be. So like, I used to practice. I've practiced interviews in my head. I practiced how to handle situations. Like, once people start watching everything, and like I've gone through all that. Like, it never was a doubt that I wasn't gonna blow up.
Right.
So I just always been prepared for that.
Got you.
So when I was picking a girl, I was like, she need to fit all these things and be able to handle this kind of stuff and all that shit.
Yeah, my thing was like real big on like, how do you act when we get around certain people, certain higher caliber people, certain celebrities? Are you grouping in and out? Are you kind of flirting with these type of dudes now? I was kind of big on that because it's like I knew we were going to be around these people at a certain point in time, and if you can't handle being around a certain celebrity because you just like, oh my gosh, that's such and such, I'm like, yeah, because I dated a girl that was kind of like, it wasn't even celebrities we were around. It was like the popular nigga that was in the valley. He was the poppin' valley nigga, and she over there. Oh, that's such and such. I went to such and such high school. Like, you're 24. Why are you tripping on what high school this nigga used to go to? Yeah. You still on that? I can't. I can't marry you. There's no way I can marry you with that type of energy. That's just insane to me.
What's your thing? You are not white.
Wait a second now.
I don't have a thing.
I can 100% believe that.
Yeah.
Really? No thing at all?
That'll make him be like, absolutely not? Yeah. I can see him finding a way, figuring it out. Mm-hmm. Let's explore that.
Let's explore.
Let's explore that.
You're an optics person in a sense.
No, I'm not.
No, but in general, though.
Yeah, in general, I don't think about other people like that. Like, about how I'm, or sort of some of the things that kind of were issues for him.
Yeah.
No, I always think of just like, this is light years better than what my situation would have been if I would have stayed,
with this person.
No, not with a person, but just like in a certain environment. Yeah. So all this stuff is just like leaps and bounds beyond the environment that I feel like I was kind of meant to be in, just like by design.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, this is all a win for me.
So are you more environmental in space of like how you just, I guess, a feeling of like, all right, when I'm with you, I feel good. It's not necessarily looks aren't the highest thing. Like, looks will be lower on the totem pole too. It's more
I never thought about that. I think probably just because of the number of people that I've like dealt with. Everyone has like their own value in a different way. And it's just a matter of like what aligns best with me and what is again most like long term, what can endure like most, and how can you evolve and grow together. But like, there's several people that I probably could have like built something with that, but
I feel like that's kind of more guys than not that I feel like we can make the adjustment and be like, I can make this work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas,
well, in essence, most men don't have the type of options to just be like, no, yes.
So then now they're like, I have to make this work.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, for real? Like, okay, let's do it. Yeah.
You like me?
Yeah,
I can do this.
Yeah, in fairness, I had the environment, the home life to think about all that stuff, and the options to think about all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I had the time to take and be like, no, this is what I want. You do not fit what I want.
Yeah.
You got to go.
That's true. Most guys don't have that.
I was like, I'm gonna get what I want, and I've always been like that. Like, I want this thing, I'm gonna go get that thing. And so yeah, when it came to, like, it sounds weird to say it about a human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I want that one. Like, I'm gonna go get that one.
Yeah, I never knew what I wanted. So I like to kind of filter through. I never knew exactly like the type of girl that I wanted. Just somebody that's dynamic and can adapt. You know, to me specifically.
So it's about you. It's about
narcissist. Huh?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I need somebody who can deal with me,
which is
my
fair.
shit, and
Yeah.
my
That's
shit.
That's fair.
I don't know. I feel like I've always. I don't know. With me, I don't know. I guess it's not. There wasn't a lot of vanity involved, but it was just like kind of how you carry yourself, and it's a little bit of, I think, a combination of both of y'all. There's a little bit of like visual, but it's also that of like how are you able to handle yourself with me also, and yourself. I need you to know how to handle yourself in situations without me. If I see how you handle yourself, if you can handle yourself well without me, I'm kind of attracted to that. Mm-hmm. Like in certain situations, and I'm not there, and Jen be like, "Oh, I did this."
Independent woman.
In a sense, I don't know if that's I wouldn't call it I don't know how they classify it as an independent woman, but a sense of like,
well, nowadays that's just a woman.
Yeah. But even in the sense of like just making the smart decisions, you know what I'm saying? Like just making, like, I don't need you to be naive in this situation here, because I'm not going to be able to be with you in every situation. So I need you to be smart enough to be like, oh, I made the move to get me out of danger. Because I you know what it was? I guess maybe it's a trigger. I dealt with a couple of girls, specifically one that put me in dangerous spots, where even times where I was like, I remember I had to call like my friends up, and it was just like, if we get hurt over this bitch, we gonna fuck you up. Because you're putting us in a spot. She keeps putting you in spots that's gonna put us in spots. Because if you get hurt, we have to react to that. As family, we have to react to that. And it was just like, I shouldn't be in these situations, bro. First of all, I'm not that type of guy at all. And then I'm just like, you just keep reacting to this shit. So I needed a girl that was just like, when you get in those type of situations, she's like, I'm out of here. Like, she just knows how to make the smart move and bail.
Now that you said that, I will say that I probably, in terms of long term, I did look towards, even on the vanity tip, somebody who I knew would like age gracefully.
Was you ever on a whole, I got to look at your mom to see how she looks thing, or no?
I went through that, and then my brother put me on like legs and calves and stuff. Like, hey, bro, look at them calves, bro. She gonna blow up. My dad was big on. She gonna blow up.
My dad was shoulders. He was like, man, if the shoulders are fat, like if she got fat shoulders,
fatty shoulders.
Yeah, he's like, broad is not that big of a deal. They can just be an athlete. But he's like, if they got like fat, like we call them Urlachers. If they got Urlachers, Brian Urlachers. Nah, you got to get out of here, bro.
I obviously was in all that. I'd be like, nope, she gonna be big. She gonna be big.
Yeah.
Even if they was now, because it was about your habits.
Yeah.
One thing I liked about Cotty was she worked her ass off at works, and then when she wasn't a gym person, but she was an athlete. Yeah. And when we got in the gym, she was like with it, like, all right, let's attack this. I'm like, all right, you won't get lazy.
Yeah, or even if she does, she knows how to get back there.
Yeah. I'm like, but nothing about her is lazy.
Right.
I'm like, all right, you won't get lazy, and then the little shit that like she did have, I was like, nah, I could change that.
Right. I always had that too.
Yeah. I was like, that I can. We'll get that together. We'll get that together.
That's kind of funny that we're gonna change that.
Yeah. Because there was a lot of shit she did. I'm like, not when you're with me. We're not doing that.
Not when you're with me is hilarious.
We're not doing that. So the behaving that way, we don't do that here.
Not the Polee family. The Polee family. The Polees don't do that.
Not even the Polees. My family, because me and my brothers all have different households and different dynamics.
Yeah. But
I was like, with me, this is not going to work.
I think also another big thing for me was being like someone a little more understated, someone who identity isn't completely tied into their looks. So someone who's a little more understated, they got a little more personality on another end. They have a little more to offer. It's not all just rooted in like how they look. So I would say with that, someone who was just a little more naturally just like cute, and they didn't put like a ton of time into just like trying to build.
Well, that's what I liked about her. She never wore makeup.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you look like this. You just look like this.
Yeah.
Bet. Like, we good.
I feel like most guys kind of like more of a nat. I don't know. Maybe when you get to a certain space, 'cause I was the super made up chicks. I've dated them too, and just
I never did. That's one thing I hate. That was another ick. I did not like a lot of makeup.
Too much makeup.
Hated
caked
it.
on there. Your shirts get ruined.
Did not like it.
So you don't like bad skin?
No, because
usually makeup is like a byproduct of someone who has.
But sometimes it's just environment. Like it's just like this is what we do. Like hella, and I'd be like, nigga.
Yeah, all that extra shit is nah. I would say dated, but girlfriend wise, I'll say most of my girlfriends have pretty much been very natural looking.
See, I didn't have no girlfriends. I
forgot.
I was just like, it was just her. I was like, you fit. You check out my boxes. And then when we would break up and stuff, I'd be like, well, this is why. And if you could fix that, we good.
So you would tell girls what they need to fix?
No, I only told her because she's the only one I needed to fix it because I was like, I like this one.
Got you.
Everybody else, I was like, I don't give a fuck what you do. Like, we not going to be together. And I knew that from jump.
Yeah.
I just want to smash. I knew, and I don't know how to articulate this in a better way, but I knew you're not good enough for me I'm not going to wife you.
Yeah.
Like, I know this. Whatever the reason is, whether it's you have a kid or where your family comes from or whatever, I was like, you're not the person that I'm going to give my last name to. I know that.
I wish as men we could say that more. 'Cause I feel like as women they say that more than we do.
I didn't say that to them. I just knew in my head.
I wish we could say that. I wish we could say it like how you said it though. It's like, you know what? To be honest with you, I want this, but why? Because then they're gonna probably ask, why do you not want more of me? Because in their head they're looking at it like I'm a great wife in their head, and you're just gonna like, look, where your family's from, the way you act, the way you do this, it's just like you're not good enough for me.
Because there would be some things when I'm thinking long term, right?
Yeah.
There'd be some things where I see how they family act, right? And I'm like, so we have a child. And you want me to bring my kids around this shit? Absolutely not. You cool.
Yeah.
But that's your family. No.
Wow.
No.
So you
how close can you get? How close have you gotten to like people to even know that about them? If you
that's the thing. If I can see it from far away, you want me to dive into this and then see more bullshit? I see the bullshit from the outside.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to get closer, nigga? Absolutely not.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm big on.
I heard your
like,
mama call you at 1 a.m.
Yeah, nigga, like no.
Hey, I'm the type of person that's like, if I don't like your family, we ain't dealing with your family.
Yeah, I would bail at the slightest. Just like no,
the slightest red flag.
I'm not doing this. And that's why I don't have a space for people to be like, I didn't see it. I'm like, yes, you did.
You saw it.
You ignored it for your feelings or because you wanted love or whatever the fuck you wanted. But I would see some bullshit and be like, nah, nigga.
Their full self. You know, it takes time.
It does, but there's things.
Hide a lot of stuff.
There's things you pick up on, or like you see a reaction to something, you be like, what was that? Where would that come from? What did that? Like, nah, I'm good. And then if you are gonna be like that, my thing was like, you better be fine as hell enough to be like, all right, well, we'll let that slide or whatever. And it's just like, nah, I knew what I wanted, and there would be girls that was like, okay, she might have potential, and then they would do some shit, and I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I know. For me, once I'll say, you know what a thing. I guess I can go back to it for me is substance abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've dealt with it in family, then dealt with it in women that I've dated, and I was like, that shit is one. It's an automatic trigger, but then two is just like it's one of those things like it always messes you up some type of way, and then now it affects me. And then now I got to deal with it. You being that way, and then it affected me also. I shouldn't have to deal with that. Yeah. Especially if you can't control your substance abuse, whether it's drugs, whether it's even light drugs, whether it's alcohol, whatever the case may be. And I was just like, I'm done. But once you deal with an alky, I couldn't go back after that. Yeah. Like some dudes be liking drunk girls. That shit was never sexy to me.
No, I don't like it.
That shit was never. I was never, and since I was always sober too, maybe because I was a sober person, I was never like, damn, yo, let me go holler at that girl over there. She's fucked up right now. I was just like, I'm good. She looks sloppy.
I always said, and then like you said, over time things would change. I'd just be like,
yeah,
it just didn't take much. I'd just be like, I'm good, bro. Like I don't, not this, not you. Yeah, not like this.
I've stopped talking to girls because of toes.
I've never done that.
Yeah. That's my vanity is.
He hasn't even gotten to the toes. He's like, I don't like this. I'm not even gonna get to the toes.
Yeah, exactly. But that's my vanity is at the toes.
Okay.
If your toes aren't nice, I'm like, I'm getting it don't gotta be like
Got the
beautiful.
boomerang going on.
Yeah, it don't gotta be beautiful, but if I see you have like really bad feet, like it's like they're just jacked up.
If they were jacked, I get that.
I'm just like, because they're gonna be near me at times.
Wait, have you seen a lot of jacked up feet in women?
I haven't.
I've seen some that just stand out. So it's not I can't say a lot, but there've been times when I've dated girls like the bottom of their feet are like really really bad, callous, like rough and like blistered, and I'm just like, I can't do that.
I don't think that's like permanent.
Yeah, that's a pedicure away,
like
bro.
I don't even know that's a pedicure away because I dealt with them for a while and it never went away.
Did they get pedicures?
Yeah, they got pedicures. Toes were fine, but the bottom of their feet looked
That
like
bottom be getting dry though.
it was like that tells me you don't lotion it.
She's like, that's the climate. That's just, women.
I got eczema.
You got eczema on the bottom of your feet. It's crazy.
Well, I don't want to breed eczema into my family, into my bloodline.
We both can't have eczema, bitch. Like I got eczema, so if you have
we ain't
eczema,
combining eczema.
Yes.
That creates this X factor.
So y'all never thought about breeding?
what?
Nah, I never thought about breeding. I never thought I would
about
have
breeding.
kids.
I used to breed around.
I never thought I would have kids.
Yeah, I thought about breeding a lot for
I
sure.
do that all the time.
Yeah, I look because that's why I was always like I honestly.
And yes, I said breeding for the listeners.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
I'm gonna probably get killed for this, but I was just like, man, I wanted to keep the light eyes in my family going, so I always loved girls with light eyes. So it's like dark skinned chick, green eyes or hazel eyes. I was like, you. Yep, kid.
Yeah, I didn't care about eyes.
And then I didn't care. And honestly, that was bad at the time because I didn't care about your attitude. If you had a bad attitude, but you were dark skinned with green eyes, light eyes, you can get a kid. So I'm just lucky that it didn't happen that way. I'm pretty sure I would have had baby mama drama,
See,
but
I was opposite. I was like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
not dealing with you for the next 18. Hell nah, man. And maybe it was watching other people come from single parent homes and then just watching. Because I know me, I was like, I ain't going to force being with you over a kid. So let's just not even get to the point where I could possibly get you pregnant.
Would you be? Because I just heard a video the other day. The dude was like, yo, if a woman's giving you trouble for more than 5 years to see your kid, just leave.
I saw that.
Wait,
I
give
saw
you
the
what?
video.
If she's giving you trouble, like let's say y'all split and she's pretty much giving you trouble to see your kid for 5 years, just leave. Just create a whole new family, and eventually let the kid figure it out at some point. He'll come to you at some point trying to find you and be like, okay, we could talk now. Your mom's the problem. Clearly, she did all this. And I was like, God damn.
Oh, you can't do that.
Shit.
You can't do that.
You don't
You
think
gotta
so?
go through the courts, or you gotta go through the courts or something.
Well, I'm saying he's fighting through the courts, and sometimes the courts is just never on your side. It's
Yeah,
like,
I saw a bunch of dudes in the comments like, yeah, I quit after 7. I quit after 14. Like,
Yeah.
they just got tired of fighting with this bitch over every little thing.
Yeah, you gotta do it though.
I think after 5 is kind of early, but if they become a teenager, and I feel like if you don't see it, I'm looking at my kid like, nigga, you don't see any of this.
Yeah,
you gotta be on my side at this point.
I think at a certain age they'll be able to have more input on that rather than you can't dip. I think that's what you signed up for that.
Did you? Sometimes you didn't. Sometimes you.
I mean,
You
whatever.
slept with her, yeah, you
whatever,
did.
yeah, whatever happened, happened.
You ignored them red flags for that
gotta
ass.
do it.
You
Yeah,
did.
You got to deal with it. You gotta take the L, bro. Like that's just what it is.
You
Like
did
the
it.
kid is gonna suffer. You got to limit, damage control on how much that kid suffers.
Yeah, I would hope that like. Because I look at, I guess, my instance when my parents split up at a young age, I felt like we were able to dissect and see things. Like we were still mad at our dad for some certain things, but we also knew our mom had issues. So we weren't like, this is just like, oh, our mom's this innocent person was like, there's problems here. But we were just like, all right, we also knew, and this is around like 9 or 10 years old, we understood this. You know what I'm saying? 5 is kind of early. But like, I feel like if you're around like 10 to 12, it's like, you should know there's something off with either mom or dad, and we're like, he or she is causing the issues here, and if they're not around, it might be because this person is causing the issue for this person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would hope, but
Oh yeah, that's just an L you got to take, man.
But you decided to sleep with this. You'll never see your kid ass bitch. You know what I mean?
But what if she's on something like you really can't see the kid like that? So like you're seeing the kid maybe once or twice a month, if that.
Courts. And
Do the best you can.
But like, at the end of the day, you decided to sleep because you didn't vet her family. You didn't look around her environment. You didn't. You just like I want to hit.
What about the dudes that say, "Oh, I did all that and then she just made a flip"?
No, she didn't. Just like I don't give women grace for that. I don't give dudes.
I'm with you.
She was cool and she just got crazy out of nowhere. No, she didn't.
Something happened.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, most likely the flags were there, but then also you might have did something wild, and she's just like, "Nigga,
nah,
I'm never gonna do the same."
I don't give nobody when they be saying that shit, men or women. Oh, I don't know what happened. They just out of nowhere. Fuck out of here, out of nowhere.
Well, the thing is, sometimes you don't understand those hints. Like, you don't even have it in your own mind to even be able to examine, like, oh, I see a red flag here. I see some potential for chaos here, XYZ. Like, you know how you like, I don't like loud girls.
Yeah.
To a lot of guys, they're like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
But that could be.
But for me, I'm like, no.
That could be something that incites chaos later on down the line, depending on the situation. How somebody handles conflict. You may think you're just having an impassioned argument, but that's a sign of like how somebody deals with shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of that stuff you just ignore. Because you don't really
Some
know.
of it is because you don't know.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I had the luxury of being able to think about a lot of things.
Yeah.
When I had a dad to help me think about some things, and then the environment I was in was safe enough to just sit there and think about shit, and then being able to observe other people's shit and be like, I don't want that. I'll take that. Absolutely not. Yeah, that's cool. We were in the middle. Like, I had the opportunity to sit and watch. And my mom even told me when I was little, I was quiet, just watching. I was just always watching.
Yeah.
And when you ear hustling
and judging.
Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Ew.
I was like, nah, bro, I'm good on that shit. Then hearing older, when you hear conversations you're not supposed to have with older men, I'll never be that type of nigga.
Yeah.
I'll never be that dude sitting there, don't want to go home, go to the bar because you're dealing with some chick that you chose, nigga.
Yeah.
That you or you didn't take accountability for what you did until way too later.
Fire though, you know what I mean? Like, these my bros.
Having a good time, bro.
Hell yeah.
But I was big on like seeing certain things like that. I was just like, I'm never gonna do that in my marriage.
I was like, I'm not gonna be that guy.
And I saw it. I was like, bruh. Like I said, there's a certain
I'm gonna
woman
build a home that I like going home to.
Yeah, there was a certain woman that my dad had got with. I was just like, I remember just looking at my dad like, nigga, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
this is your fault that you picked this bitch. Like, she's insane.
That's the thing. I would watch my friends even. We had friends that was dads already early.
Yeah.
Shit like that, and I'm just watching them even with their girlfriends, and I'm like, why y'all dealing with this?
Yeah.
Like I never understood why people dealt with things. I just didn't get it. I was just like, you have an option to just do something else.
Well, but people have connections outside of the conflict that they experience with a person, and those kind of clashes, and they try to see a future where like this will resolve and we will be like together in harmony.
That's the thing I didn't understand, because like you're hope. Trying to but you're trying to force that hope in. Take things for face value. Well, take shit for what it is. I
think in some cases it's. Like you said, it goes back to what Gary said before. Some people might not even know any better. This is what they grew up in, how their environment was. They saw their moms, their aunties,
I understand.
Their uncles. It's like, this is how women are. This is how relationship is.
And it's a different goal. They may have a different goal. It's like, one of my goals was like, I never want to. I've seen women be, physically assaulted. It's like, I never want to be the type of person to put my hands on a woman. So,
okay.
Yeah. But they probably had their bar was probably much lower for like the shit that they seen versus what they're willing to put up with. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, she ain't spitting in my face, she ain't scratching me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is a success.
Yeah,
in
like,
a way.
I'm winning.
That I understand.
Yeah.
That I understand.
It's all relative.
But like the part you brought up earlier about the trying to see, like a lot of people try to see like, what's the positive? I'm so fast to be like, this ain't it. Yeah, and just go. Like, I'm not gonna force a positive flip on something. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
I definitely have. I have all of that.
Brighter side.
Yeah, for sure. Because I grew up around many flawed people that essentially was given up on. That people just gave up on the system, etc. And my mom was always like, I'm gonna give him a chance to a fault. To a fault. Now my mom will give you all the chances.
Right.
You ain't showing no improvement, no progress. She gonna still give you a chance. She's still gonna watch your kids for you. Like, and that just speaks to kind of the nature of kind of who she is. But it also there is a component where I was talking to my brother, because he kind of has the same mentality, but he just doesn't have the resources to just like give, to everyone and try to help them ascend, even though a lot of the circumstances are hopeless. But a part of me, I was like, hey, like maybe you guys do that, and I do it too to an extent. I was like, maybe you guys are doing that because you're kind of hiding behind that. You're kind of hiding like who you like. You're not exploring who you are and you're not trying to grow yourself. So you're kind of pouring yourself into other people to avoid looking in the mirror to see like who you are and what do you want to do in your life in the remaining of your days. So you just pour into others to avoid looking at yourself. And I mean I've done that too. Like a lot of my dialogue,
like a distraction.
Not necessarily a distraction, but you don't want to reflect on yourself and try to figure out what you want. Like a lot of times, you know, women can go through life and they raise their kids, and then the kids leave, and now they have to do some self-examination and try to find who they are. Yeah. So I think you pour yourself into others because you don't want to look at yourself and find your own identity. I think particularly with my mom, there's an essence of that.
I see that, especially. I feel like I've seen that a lot. At least I've seen women say that more, whereas guys, we don't say that a lot. We just kind of eat that and be like, well, that's part of life. That's what being a man is. Whereas you see a lot of women say, like, I lost myself in my marriage. Or I lost myself when we had children. I don't even know who I am anymore. I got to find a new identity. It's like, it's been 15 years since I did anything for myself. And it's just like, shit.
Yeah.
You gotta, because you poured your soul into everybody else.
Which is far more traditional.
Than,
you know, what we're living in now.
Yeah.
It'd be tough. Like, you know, should be hard, bro.
I told Janelle, I was like, yo, if you ever feel that way, I said, you need to take a day. You need to, if I got whatever it is, you got to say, figure it out. Because if I got to take you on a date, I don't need you. I don't want you blaming any of that shit on me or the kids.
Yeah, but I think it's moments that you fall into, and it's just something that you just got to process. Like, you got to process it and then come out on the other side of it. I do think it's healthy to kind of welcome in those emotions. Yeah. And rather than like pushing it down and suppressing it, allowing it, experiencing it, whatever you feeling, and then have an open dialogue, have an open communication with your partner, and then you kind of can work through it together. But like it's not all just gonna be like, you know what I mean?
That's what I said. I was like communicate that. If you need to go on a vacation for yourself and take a few days, I'd rather you do that if you got to go find yourself, still got a groove. Still got a groove back, but you know what I mean. Yeah. At least take that.
Nah, man, let her cheat. Dog.
Nah.
She's like, do what she gotta do, bro. I just need different dick, bro. Let me just get some different dick.
What if she felt like, hey, I just need one to reset?
Man, that's wild. That's wild. You gotta be, man. I'm trying to think of the conversation.
I'm feeling a little resetty myself.
Yeah.
Resetty. So would you be like, all right, cool, we both need a reset then? Yeah. Would you be like, all right, if you gonna get a reset, I need a reset too.
Tit for tat.
The thought of, man, I'm just thinking of just the
and
shit white people do, like the cuckolding thing, like that whole shit.
That shit weird,
is wild.
It is.
How do you arrive there? How do you get there? That's crazy. It's interesting.
Part of it might be like, if I don't feel like I can't please my woman, or she's told me that I can't please her, and then you be like, all right, I want you to be pleased, but I still want to be in a relationship with you. So find a way.
I don't think it has anything to do with the woman. I think it has all to do with like power and control. And almost from the spouse's point of view, I think from the husband, I think he's essentially like, not necessarily like pimping, but I think
I was about to say pimping.
Yeah, he's trying to
say that.
He's trying to humiliate her in a way. Yeah. Like that's why they get these these black dudes with these big ass dicks. Like he wants to see his wife like get destroyed and humiliated.
Meanwhile, the
I don't know.
Meanwhile, she's having the time of her life.
Yeah, she might be having the time.
I was like, how do you come to?
But I understand what he's saying. Yeah, I understand that.
I guess for me, I was like, how do you come to that conclusion where you think if it is that way? Because it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's a humiliation on the guy. Like I feel like sometimes, whether it's the guy feeling that way about the girl, but I can see the woman being like, I want to humiliate him in a sense. And like
they probably both trying to do it. They both get what they want.
It probably
she don't respect him. He thinks he's like, oh, look what I got her doing. It's probably a whole bunch of shit going on in there.
It's strange. I don't have access.
There's a lot of shit going on.
I don't know if you ever seen like a cuck porn. And
I've seen cuck porn.
But we used to get offered. I was gonna say we get offered all the time. I just used to say no.
I never knew what a cuck was at first, but when I was seeing it, I'm like, what is this? I don't know what this is. But I never seen the guy like watching or whatever being like in a sense of like he's like, yeah, she's getting humiliated here. He's always kind of like he's
not gonna say that out loud.
But it's a different level of power to have. Like imagine having like a micro penis. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's no power there.
Right.
Yeah. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no masculinity there. I'm gonna give my wife to someone just the most masculine, just brawn man.
Yeah.
And then just watch that. And then just watch it. And then just jerk my little pee-pee off to it.
just,
like, that's crazy.
Just rub your micro penis like
yeah,
this.
That's a power. It's a power thing. Yeah, it's a power thing.
Yeah.
You like that?
That's all they
don't you?
have. Like, what else can
Yeah.
Cause I don't really run. A lot of niggas don't be running their house either. So it's like, it's the one thing I can control.
Or maybe they do in the sense
or
of
she
like,
been said, I want to fuck with you. Okay, well, I'm not gonna leave, so let me act like I'm in control.
Because
Let me act like I'm controlling it. Really, she just want to smash other dudes, but let me act like I'm the one that's in charge of this.
Yeah.
So the thing is definitely the man, because if they get married and he's not satisfying her sexually, that's been from the beginning, and she decided to take. He did. You know what I mean? She decided. She picked him. So sex is definitely not a priority for her in someone who she's building a life with.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because she wouldn't have got with him.
Yeah.
So she doesn't care. It's definitely him, like pushing that and manipulating her into that
ego
world.
then. His ego in a sense.
His ego for sure.
Damn. Oh my gosh, that's sad.
I mean. Niggas is losers out here, bro.
Bro, I don't know, man. I could just never, regardless, I couldn't, the reset button is crazy to me. Or even just being like, let's open this up once we've been here, and then like especially watching it. I can understand people that are just like, all right, we're going to do our own thing, but watching it is crazy.
But that's a different, I mean, we don't know. That's a completely different mindset.
People be all over the place.
Yeah, dude, like you're entering into like a very weird, dark space of like having an experience like that.
Blair Underwood has a TV show where, I think it's a TV show or a movie, and he's with and he's playing like the guy.
I've only seen the clips, but I have no idea what.
But you know what I'm talking about, though,
I know the clip you're talking about, though.
Yeah, it's essentially like I think the wife opened that up, and he was just like, I never even wanted to do this shit, and you wanted me to do this, and now I got to watch some fucking young 20-something-year-old pretty much break your ass off. Yeah. While I'm over here, I'm enjoying myself, but I'm not like you're still my wife. I'm still in love with you. Yeah. And I'm just like, that's just not. He's like, excuse me for not being able to mentally be able to process that immediately like you fucking can. Yeah. And it's just like, that's an interesting thing. It's just like, I don't know. Do you think too, or at least from guys that can't handle that, right? Do you think it's because we feel like, do you ever feel like you're the best you ever gave your girl? Or you understand that like, hey, or you don't want to know that you're not the best? No,
it's just weird to me. It's not had nothing to do with that. Okay. It's just, if we wanted to be, or do our own thing, we could just do our own thing. Yeah. Like, it's just why? What's the point of this? You know what I mean? We could just, because I got options, bro. We could just.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't have to be here.
I don't have to be here like that.
It's definitely rooted in power for sure. That video I was watching kind of talks about transgressions and building like connection. So it maybe in some weird way that is something that is very taboo, and I think through that, sharing that experience together, it may help them feel like they're more like in tune with one another, and they have like this secret together.
Y'all can just sell drugs.
without going to without putting the kids at risk.
I feel like
there's no way. Yeah,
I feel like just be swingers at that point. I don't have to watch you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have to know you. I'd rather just be, if you're gonna be that way, it is a full secret. I don't want to know who, how, when. Yeah. I don't ever want to meet this guy. Once y'all do it, essentially cut it off, or like there's no relationships, but like I don't want to have to.
Well, that's boring to some people, Keenan. Some people like, I want to be in there. I want to be right there on the close up.
There was always a backstory though. Yeah. Everybody who do anything, I'd be like, why you do that?
It's somebody's daddy.
It's true.
It's somebody's father.
Why you do that?
We all know somebody's father who was forced out by a disgruntled mom. Went through the courts, and it was like, you ain't never seen this kid, and now she done grown up. Now she just taking pipe left and right, taking pipe left and right.
But yeah, to go back to what you're saying, I mean, how you started with, having her tell you,
getting smutted out, cum dumpsters,
having her tell you, she's feeling the way. Like, yeah, I agree with him. Explore all that. I think my beef with people comes with, it's not the exploration of feelings and thoughts and stuff. My issue with most humans is the lack of change. Once these things are, like, what do you want to do? That's fine if you don't know. Once you know, let's get the steps towards that. What's our beef? Okay, let's figure it out. Let's take the steps towards that. When people just want to repeat the same cycles, is when I'm like, all right, man, like you're not trying to do shit. Like if you feel a way, that's fine. If you didn't know what you're feeling right now, that's fine. Yeah, we're humans. But then once you like we're just gonna keep doing this over, and I got shit to do.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have time to just keep repeating the same shit.
Right. But you just point to weight loss, point to diet. That tells you like people have the intention of change, but the actual work that it takes to change.
Exactly. That's where people lose
People
me.
don't want to. Like, oh yeah, we want to do a lot of shit, but the actual mental resolve and fortitude that you have to actually do that and execute it at a high level to a point where there is like permanent change and you have like, evolve. Man, that shit take a lot of work.
Exactly.
But you gonna be questioning yourself a lot of times, like, man, is this worth it?
Yeah.
This 15. Yeah. It ain't number 15 pounds.
All of it, and I understand that. For me, I couldn't, and I'm saying that's when I got with Kadi. I was like, she work hard, so I know no matter what we deal with, she'll be willing to work at it because she works hard in everything that she does. I never liked like super lazy people that don't vibe with me because I'm like, it's not about this thing. Everything with me was always like, what else does this bleed into? So it's like, it's not about you not picking up that sock to refer. It's about, this thing, you wouldn't do that either. You wouldn't, like, all that connects to me, your mentality of it all. And a lot of people's mentality don't vibe with me. Like I was talking to Jen. Okay. And shout out to Jen. She got me a bunch of shirt sales.
Oh, nice.
One of her videos went super viral. And she gained 50,000 new followers from that. And then she had my shirt on, so I didn't sold out. About to be twice. But anyway, we were talking, and she was saying how like athletics play into a part of like not understanding people's mentality of just not being able to adjust and get to work. And she was saying like how basically like let's say if we get into a financial situation, I'm gonna be like, all right, well let's figure it out and get out of it. Whereas some people are like, well let's not like moving scared and stuff like. I don't know what that is like. Like when the old girl told us to have a plan B, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not gonna fail at this. I don't know what having a plan B. It might take longer than I want it to. I'm gonna take some L's. But I'm not gonna fail. I don't fail, and I don't get people who don't address everything like that. Like, nah, I'm gonna go do this, even if it's hard. Like. That's the coming out on the other side of hard shit is so rewarding. Yeah, I'm like, man, like there's gonna be this is life is challenges. Attack those challenges and let's get to work.
But people's challenges are different. People's backgrounds are different.
Yeah.
I
understand it all. It just don't vibe with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's people are starting from such different points in life that sometimes that journey can feel pretty fucking daunting and like almost, unachievable.
Right. And I couldn't share space with somebody like that, though. Yeah. I couldn't be like, I understand. Yeah. But you not for me. Like you not go date that other person or whatever. Most of the people that had their things, I'm like, I understand your things. It's not for me. It don't vibe with me. So best of luck to whoever, that works out for or whatever. But I know I'm not, so bye.
And we're also like, I feel like we're creatures of habits, most of us. So it's just like we just do whatever it is that we've been doing, and change is uncomfortable too.
It's hell uncomfortable.
It's like it's
hard.
It's very uncomfortable. It's there's times where I've had moments where I feel like I was like, oh damn, I feel like I'm stuck, and I'm just like, I gotta move this way to get out of this. But then, like you said, it's like when you make the move and you do it, you're like,
feels so good.
Man, I'm glad I'm done with this shit. Like I'm out of it. I made it past it, but. I'm with you. I can't. I think that wasn't a choice of when I looked at a partner. Also, just like somebody that actually has like she has, like I said, Janelle has a schedule. The way she moves is like she moves in a way to where I feel like I can trust her as even if something kind of went down on my end, I can trust her to take what she got to do and get us to the next level still. So everything I picked was intentional. Yeah. So you would say you didn't settle like people.
Good. Fuck no. Hell no.
Because people be like, man, I'm settled for my like I never feel like that.
I don't settle for shit.
Bro. Or do you think people just say that word, but we settle down?
No, it's what they really do. Most people in their career, in their life, in their anything, they're settling. That's not what they really wanted. That's not what they. If you could wipe everybody's slate clean and just be like, pick what you want. Yeah. Most people wouldn't pick the shit they have. They just be like, this is the best I can do, or this is what I was. This is
where I good at it.
I was always like, this is what I want. I'm going to go do that. Yeah. Now, granted, to his point and the point we've acknowledged, that was nurtured. That was, what do you want to do? Go knock it out. We'll support it. We'll, if you fail at it. And I had a mentality was like, I'm going to do it again if I fail. But I never had the well, I guess this is just, I got to take this. I'm like, I ain't got to take shit.
Yeah, this ain't life.
And we only get one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and just take shit with this shortened time that we have. Like, you wasted it. We're not going to do this again.
Trust me, nigga. I know. I was like, I'm not gonna be at Home Depot for the rest of my life, nigga. And then when a nigga told me, you gonna be there for the rest of your life, nigga, you ain't gonna never make it out of here. I said, watch me. And I got out, man. I was like, woo.
Yeah, I couldn't. Woo. And I had it early on. Like, I always knew I was gonna move. I always knew I was gonna, like, the people that are in my hometown that are still there and stuff like that. No disrespect, they have great lives and all that. I knew I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, this is
which played into the dating as well. I'm like, wherever I go, you're gonna want to stay here around your family. I got shit to do.
Yeah, I'm
not gonna be here. We're gonna move to whatever, probably a LA or at the time when I thought I was playing sports, moving around, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be here. If you're comfortable with this, you're not for me. I'm not comfortable with just walking around Contra Costa and in the Bay Area and running into the same people and going to the same bars and stuff. That ain't what I do. Yeah. I'm not meant for this. I'm not meant to be here. I'm out. And if you're not on that too, I'm out.
Some type of ambition.
Yeah, Cotty was very ambitious, and she was very willing to do, whatever stuff to, like, be out of here. Like, remember when 8 Mile came out, and he was like, I would not grow old in Salem's Lot. Remember that? Mm. I would always change it to Antioch. I was like, I'm not going to grow old here. I'm not going to be here. I'm out. And if you don't have that, if you don't want to come with me.
It's tough for me because I'm from
here. What was
here.
it about Antioch, though?
It was just I always felt it was just too small.
He's too big for it. It's a big fish.
Yeah, I was like, just too small.
Oh, okay.
I'm not supposed to be here.
And me being from LA, I was just kind of like, that's where it gets kind of scary because you get kind of get comfortable here because you're already in the big in the ocean. So you just like, some people get here, they just settle, or they be like, I'm comfortable like this. We're just like, sometimes I do need an extra light. I do feel like people that come from smaller towns, when they do come here, I understand why they probably have a different gear than somebody that's from here. Mm-hmm. Because it's just like, nigga, I can't go back to fucking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can't go back over here. Whereas us, we're just like, I'm already here.
Yeah. And I like it here. And it ain't like I was far from, like, Oakland, San Francisco, right there. It ain't like I was.
But still, somebody like from Fresno, or like, from Middle California.
It ain't like I wasn't, like, privy to the big city and shit. I just knew, I was like, nah, this ain't. I don't want to know any of you guys past this. Like, as far as we grow up together and all that, like, no, I got shit to do.
The level I gotta go to.
Yeah. And then, when I saw even people's ambition, like, which I want to do after this, just get a job, and I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, I can't do it.
You've always seen yourself as a person of extraordinary talent.
Yeah.
So you also understand that most people don't have real, like, a talent or access or resources to access their talent. So they have to. So this is almost the best that they can do.
Yeah, the coping, the settling.
I wouldn't say it's settling. I think it's just the best that they can do because they don't have any extraordinary skills. We have extraordinary skills.
Do you believe that though? Do you believe that? Do you believe that?
I believe everybody has something they could do though.
I was gonna say that
everybody got a thing.
It might not.
You could be a cook. You could be. Everybody got a thing. You could be the best vacuumman of all time. Open your vacuum business. Like, I think everybody got a thing.
They're not. Yeah. They don't have the capacity to be the best at that thing.
You don't have to be the best.
Like, to be be good in a way where they can compete with other, like, people in the world who also do that thing. And they probably don't have a great passion. I think most people, like, have an idea that they want to, like, find someone, marry someone, and start a family. And kind of put themselves in the best position to do that and to do that well and to be, good parents and kind of have the cycle continues and through generation and generation. It takes a lot to, like, have a level of ambition. It just takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
It takes a lot, and most people don't.
And I don't even know if that's something that you just have or you don't.
Yeah, I think you just you either have it or you don't. I think people say a lot of it is rooted in trauma. That's what they say. It's rooted in trauma.
What, having ambition or not having?
The desperation for success and achievement. They say is rooted in.
I think maybe in some cases, but I do think sometimes it is like some people have parents that poured into them early. You know what I'm saying? They might have had something like, oh, I see that my child's good at this, and their parents had the resources to be like, all right, where would it get you here? Where would it put you in these type of get you this type of training or whatever the case may be? Where some people, like you said, it is the trauma that's, like, motivating them to get through something or push through and, like, get better at something.
Like, Antioch traumatized you in some way to where you're just like, I have to achieve beyond this.
But I was like that I just didn't. I just
Because
didn't
you make the baseball team.
I didn't. No, it was way before that. Way
Oh, you
before
didn't make
that.
baseball team?
Huh? No, my freshman year.
Okay.
Because we all had shit tryouts. We've been playing basketball for 7 months. But because they didn't know me from the area, they was like.
And you were more baseball or basketball guy at the time?
At the time, yeah, but I started leaning more towards
basketball and shoulders.
You gotta do your
Baseball,
shrugs.
basketball, and just lateral raises
Lateral raises is crazy.
as a sport.
You know what I mean? No, I think it was just like when we were in Pittsburgh, like one thing used to bother me that everybody was related.
Okay.
That means none of y'all left.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody cousins, nobody, shit like that. I used to
but
be
like to go where?
That's I don't know. Figure it out.
It's like somewhere you just
somewhere
the imagination.
Else. Yeah,
You just
my
had
imagination. And when I would watch TV and stuff, I was like, I'm gonna be that. Like I was always that kid. Like I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna be. That's my favorite player. I can't wait to be that. Like I just never thought small ever.
Okay.
Like ever, and nothing.
Sometimes it's hard to think big though if you don't see it. It's like being, like I said, being from here, and then specifically growing up in the valley and having friends that were from LA. It's like sometimes they didn't understand anything outside of like their neighborhood. Yeah. And then when their parents moved to the valley or they're getting bussed out to the valley, they were just like, yo, this is like Disneyland to us. Right. It's like this whole different space.
But you think it's small. Think big, bitch.
But they couldn't even think big because they didn't know what that even meant.
Right.
Because
you know what I think is admirable and I think is pretty dope is like people who grew up in a smaller town and then they go to like a big school, university, and become like a doctor or something, and then come back to that town and like open a practice in that town. I think that's like
fire.
That's like I think that's pretty
super fire
because you could be anywhere.
Right.
You really could be anywhere.
Like, and I want to do that. I want to go because a lot of my boys now they have like AAU teams and shit like that, and for Antioch, you know what I mean, and trying to open up centers and stuff like that. Yeah. I want to be the money behind that. To when they like go back and be like, I don't have time. I don't have time to be there.
That nigga said I want to pour money at it. I don't want to be on the.
I'm not gonna coach.
I'm not gonna come to the program. Put my name on the building.
I don't want to see them poor niggas, but like I put some money into it.
That's unrealistic and ridiculous. To think I have time for that. Like,
I mean, maybe like,
everybody's got time for things.
You're on the road. Oh, let's coach an AAU team. Like,
everybody's got time for stuff.
You don't have time for that shit.
You already coached the team,
and I lost so much fucking money. I lost so much money.
Yeah, but the time spent.
Terrible.
The sentimental
for
moments.
A bunch of kids that ain't gonna make it either. That was a waste of my goddamn time.
So you was hot.
I was pissed.
That's so funny.
I'll never do that shit again. These niggas
so
are trash.
You'll never coach again?
No. Absolutely not.
Wait, what was the record? What was the record?
I don't know, like 2 and something. I don't know.
What if you?
They got better every week.
Never coach again.
No, absolutely not.
That's crazy.
My mentality can't coach these type of kids.
Like Jordan.
The parents are missing practices because they're going on a fucking ski trip and shit. I was like, these niggas is ass.
Yeah.
Y'all don't give a shit how the kids gonna give a shit. Man. Like when I'm watching Keelan's baseball team, I'm watching the kids how many times the coaches got to say shit and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm like, I can't do that, bro. Yeah. Like I was raised a different way. Like, and if you gonna do it, we gonna do it. Like, and I wouldn't coach because not even the kids, because of the parents. Like if I cuss your kid out, don't come to me, bro. Like these
mothers or dads or both?
Both.
Okay.
Because the dads be just as delusional, bro. Like if not worse. And I'd be like, I would never coach, especially out here in the valley. I would rather coach in the inner city where these kids want it.
Yeah.
Than than coach out here.
Parents are the worst.
And their parents are terrible. Yeah, and their parents are terrible too.
It's bad.
And it's the parent. It's not the kid. I wish if you could just remove. If we had no parents allowed for this amount of time, I'd probably be willing to do that
like
more
the
than
church.
Not at all.
Get the parents out of here. Come here, kids. Just us.
I can't coach, bro. I can't coach if you don't want it. Like that, I told you that don't vibe with me.
That
doesn't vibe with me. And it's not. He's not even on the kids. Like I said, Jimmy's missing practice today because he didn't. Fuck out my face with this shit. Like especially if I'm giving my time.
Yeah.
I'm giving. You know how much money I'm losing to be here on Saturdays and shit like that. I don't get paid at nothing. And you missing. Fuck that. No, I'm never doing that again.
You know what's crazy though?
Never.
I would say this too though.
Never.
I got my own kids to invest in.
Yeah. I would say this too. I get it. I think. What if somebody came to you and they had a star already? They're just like, yo, I got these twins, both my kids. They cold. I just need you to build a team around them. I trust your basketball instincts. I saw how you speak about basketball. I know I trusted. Would you do it? No.
It's a true story. Somebody just called me last week. The job opened up. Coach, no, immediately. No. All right, say less. And this is the dude, because, a lot of my friends out here, they're former professional athletes that have teams now or, coach now. But they're retired, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in the prime of my shit. I'm just about to go. I don't have time to dedicate to this.
So it's a time. It's more of a time thing.
It's a time for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely time. Like I said, I lost so much money because I couldn't do what I needed to do, and like right now it's about to go. I don't have time for this shit.
In this hypothetical situation, you have the time. You have expendable time because you are at a level of stability.
But
so
see, I don't because when
you say you're gonna get back to the community,
they have time to coach the team, but I'll pay for everything.
Okay.
I'll fund everything, like the center. I'll show up and make guest appearances. But to run the shit, I don't have time for that shit. I gotta shoot. I gotta be on the road. I gotta shoot. I'll come talk. One of my boys just hit me. He was like, "Hey, would you mind coming to one of the schools and talking to the kids?" And I was like, "I would love to do that. Let me do it when they give a fuck about what I'm gonna say. Like right now, if you brought me right now, he got some social media followers, but who this nigga? You know what I mean?
Fox at?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Jamie Foxx?
So right.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
That's facts. Like, cause it's all black kids. You know how black kids. And if these 12-year-olds start roasting me, nigga, I'm firing back. That's why your daddy in here, nigga. Exactly. Exactly. Unless you're,
They actually probably respect you more after the roast.
So I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, and I was like, if everything goes like it's gonna go, let's revisit this in a year, and then let me come back where they'll give a fuck about even interacting with me. I said right now they don't care, bro. Yeah. But I would love to do stuff like that, But as far as I don't have the time to be like I'm the one at the center every day, like nigga, that's not even realistic. I don't live here. Yeah. I don't. But I trust the guys who are doing it enough to be like, all right, what y'all need? Like, let me get y'all what y'all need to do what you need
basketball,
to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think baseball would have been a better experience?
No, because I'm watching this baseball team right now. My son is on. It's the kids and the parents. I don't do well with unruly, and I don't do well with wanting to play all the time. Because I'm like, that wasn't me, and I didn't even grow up poor. That's what I don't understand. Is like I didn't even come from the I got to get my mom out this situation thing. I still wanted it. Yeah. And I'm like, so I don't believe in the privileged kids bullshit. It's either you got it or you don't.
Well, kids that age, they don't know that. They don't know that that's the type of pressure that's put on them unless they're in like Miami or Texas. You know what I mean? Like they don't know like this is all or nothing.
Right. Yeah. But I didn't have that. I just wanted to be good.
Yeah,
I just wanted to be. These kids don't care about being good. They don't care about
what they care about.
Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Nigga, they're just a different. Yeah, they're just a different. I'm like,
it's such a difficult line though, because there's like kids who don't care at all, and then there's kids who got way too much pressure on them. Yeah. It's like
absolutely,
they're just doing way too much,
and they burn out at 15, and it's like
it's hard to find that balance.
But the kids that don't care at all, I'm just like, nah, bro, I can't. Yeah, I don't relate to this. Like,
yeah,
you know what's funny? My dad was one of those parents that was like, once I'm in your care, and it's not in your care, but like once I'm on your team and you're the coach, my dad is sitting there, and my mom, they're just sitting there watching. If you cussing me out because I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I can't even look over to my dad. He'd be like, nigga, I brought you, I paid this money for you to be here. Right. You got to play this, and you ain't listening, nigga. So if he's yelling at you because you're not doing what the fuck you supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. Whereas it's like, I would be one of those coaches where it's just like, if I'm yelling at you and the parent, hey, my kid, don't yell at my kid like that. Like, nigga.
I am curious about that parenting style. Like, why don't you want your kid to be yelled at? What is that telling them? How are you preparing them for the world with that ideology?
Yeah.
Don't yell at my kid. Everybody gets a trophy. What are
you preparing them for? That just doesn't make sense.
Because this world is cutthroat.
Yeah.
It's cutthroat.
They're gonna call them the rest of their life though. So
yeah, I got it. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, raising a bunch of losers,
basically.
Or I don't know, man. It's hard to say.
I think
no, because you could raise a George Bush. He wasn't a loser, but he was
privileged though. I mean,
he was super privileged. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't clearly like we make fun of him, but at the end of the day, he had a great, fantastic life, being coddled and looked after and messes cleaned up and all that shit.
I mean, because the money was there though too. If he had the money, I think if you're coddled and broke,
it's completely
it's ridiculous, right?
Yeah,
which is more ridiculous.
Yeah,
when you think about it, you're calling y'all not even. Nigga, what are you? You don't even have the resources to be this person to coddle and all that shit. You don't have the resources.
Yeah, to coddle somebody and you're broke. It's just like
that's crazy.
Yeah, you should be getting this stuff together correctly.
I'm not doing none of that, bro. So it all turns down to I just don't vibe. I just don't vibe with the vast majority's mentality. I don't vibe with it.
Yeah, I never coached before, so I don't know. So I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you said you coached a couple times.
I coached quite a few times.
Yeah.
It was always pleasant. But I always.
But you already admitted too, you like pouring into
other people.
other people and dealing with that stuff.
I like teamwork. I like seeing team success. I like seeing people come together, suffering together, going through going through in the trenches, building character, building.
So, but on the teams
cohesion.
you coaches, how many days a week do y'all have practice?
When you coach football, it was like 4 or 5 days.
See,
a week?
basketball was once a week and then a game on Saturday. I'm like, y'all can't even show up to the one practice that we have.
Yeah.
And then,
But that age is
and
so,
it's rec league, you know what I mean?
old?
So 9.
9? Okay, 9 is a lot.
9 and 10. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of these, and that's the thing too. A lot of these kids, I felt like were too old to be doing some of the stuff they doing. Like I'm watching the baseball team. They, get off the fucking fence. Like lock in, bro. Like, and I'm watching my kid do it because that's how I raised him. And all y'all just run around like. I'm like, and then I just look at who's raising these kids. It's like I always go back to the parents, bro. I just be like, iPads. I don't like y'all, man.
Raised by iPads, man.
I don't like most people's parents. Most parents, like I don't like them.
I will say, man, like when I coached in the city, the hood kids. I mean, hood.
Yeah.
Like my whole starting backfield is in prison for life. My whole start, my 2 back, my 3 back, my 4 back, my quarterback. Like it was pretty bad. I had some issues with some of the parents, but my approach and I installed a system that did not work, that failed miserably. It was way too fucking dynamic and modern. It was just way too much. So that was a failure on my part. But I will say this, nigga, those kids were disciplined as fuck.
Yeah. Well, they had to get ready for prison.
Huh? Well, I don't know what they did after.
I don't think that gets you ready for prison.
Prisons are very disciplined in there.
Still the environment. You know what I mean?
They had to get ready for it to be told when to wake up, when to go to sleep, clean your toilet.
I mean, that's funny. It was a disciplined ass team. So crazy. San Francisco's such a fucking fascinating place. Like, there's kids on that team that are in prison for murder, kids who've been killed. Rest in peace. And then other kids who went to these all boys schools and went to Princeton. And, it's just San Francisco, a fucking crazy city, bro. It's a wild city who are just venture capitalists and shit, and just thriving now, And they were all together at one point, just coming up through the ranks, but still together, but still separate. We'll come together for this 2 hours, but after this practice,
that's how I felt my childhood was. I feel like I would go play all my sports with these niggas who were in a way different situation than I was. And then I go home. I get to go home. After these, you got to go home to whatever you going to. So this is your escape. This is just a drive and fun for me. And, and then I get to go home. And a lot of these kids didn't get to go home to that, kind of. I mean, my dad would tell me, I just saw so-and-so. Man, he was in the car. I know it wasn't his. You know what I mean? And he was like, I better not catch you. I get to go home to normalcy. I get to go home to. I know who's picking me up. I know who's.
That shit can backfire, because those kids that wanted to be with those type of kids, and they came from great backgrounds.
Yeah.
So West Hills is similar to Antioch in a way. They're
not
both
even
suburbs, right?
Hell no.
No.
West Hills.
It's just the money. Access to.
Nobody in Antioch had money.
So how would you compare West Hills? Would you say West Hills is more like a Walnut Creek?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
West Hills, Woodland Hills
it's more like a Walnut,
nice. Danville.
Yes. Okay.
Antioch really was just a bunch of people who left Hunters Point,
in the city,
Richmond. You know what I mean, and went out there. So
and then a couple people who were
So
who
Antioch,
grew up there from the 50s
Antioch people were able to get homes and stuff because they were just giving away homes back then, and stuff like that. So it wasn't that people had money.
But I feel like if you grew up in Danville, you'd be like, I want to get out of here too. You know what I'm saying?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm probably culturally, I'd probably be like, I'm tired of these white people. Maybe. I don't know.
Culturally. You don't know who you'll be.
I don't know. I don't know. So, Antioch, people didn't have money.
So it's a money thing.
They were good. They were fine.
Yeah, people seem fine.
West Hills is the money.
Okay.
These kids are privileged. They are.
Okay.
For sure. They're playing all their basketball games are in Calabasas.
Okay.
And it's a lot of them kids are coming too. So it's a whole different. Like I said, they're missing practice because they just decided to go to Disneyland for the day, or we're gonna go skiing. I'm just like, nigga, what?
I get so confused about money. Like West Hills money's not
Calabasas money.
Right. But then
But
Calabasas
what?
money is not.
It's tough to
No,
say that,
that's
though.
tough to say
What's
because a lot of
Yeah.
people, like I said, a lot of the people that I live, my neighborhood's normal, but 2
Right.
blocks over,
Yeah.
it's insane.
You start there's Woodland Hills and West
$2.6
Hills
million homes and
has
shit like
hills
that.
for they call it hills for a reason. There's actual hills that you go up,
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and the money up there is crazy.
crazy.
It's mansions up
Like
there.
we'll go to
Yeah.
a team party at one of the dad's houses, and how they living is way different from how we live in.
Right, but we're like,
But
I just
no,
wanna
but they
know,
got
I
it,
wanna know
no.
how many levels to money
They
is
got
there.
it.
You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
Dubai.
It's multi-million-dollar homes up there in certain
Yeah.
areas.
Right,
for
but there's
sure.
multi-million-dollar homes like in a lot of places.
But what I'm saying is, in Woodland Hills, it's I
Like
guess
It's
what's
California
Newport-
multi-million
like
now.
what's Laguna Beach money versus what's like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
but
that
but in
How
those
many
neighborhoods,
how many tiers are there?
in those neighborhoods, there's always different people. There's just like shit. There's Kevin Hart
Okay,
as far as money, and then
that's new money.
but no, I'm talking about levels of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you let's leave it at comedians. Kevin Hart makes this,
Mm-hmm.
Burr makes this, Chappelle makes this. You know, like then Nate makes this,
That's all,
and then
that's still all new money.
but they all live in the same neighborhood.
okay,
So West Hills is just different people making. So you'll see this person must make this amount, but everybody's good.
yeah.
yeah,
Everybody good, but then there's levels of how good you are.
Where do those Murdochs and all them up? Where do they come in at? How
But
do
they
what
live
do
in
they
the same
enter
neighborhood. That's what I'm
the
saying.
Yeah.
They live in
Oh,
the
they
same
do?
neighborhoods. Yeah.
They live at the top of the hill of Woodland Hills.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Or
okay.
they
Yeah.
got their house so early
That's it.
that they just never left and
Right,
it
there's
built
that
on it,
too.
whatever.
Yeah.
So they stay in the same neighborhood. Like, cause
Yeah.
like I'll see who gets when I drop my kids off from school. There's some kids that get picked up. Their parents have matching G wagons. And then there's other kids that just picked up in a Toyota Tacoma. Like, but it's
Yeah.
all the same. They all live in the same area. It's just different pockets
Yeah.
and different neighborhoods. So we interact with all these people, but no one's struggling.
Right.
No one's
Yeah.
struggling.
But there's a level of humanity to like people who aren't struggling versus people who are like the actual like social elite, like
right.
the socialites of the world. Is that a like? Do you feel like you have somewhat access to that world?
I know who knows them.
Okay, so
You know
you're
what I
like
mean?
two.
Like I've been to
you're like
people's
two
houses.
conversations from it.
I've been to people's houses where they're like, oh, you know that guy right there?
Yeah,
And they're at the same party. He
Yeah.
runs this, that, and the third. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
He's got child slaves.
Like, probably.
Yeah. That's
You know what I
she
mean?
said.
So it's like, or he knows the guy that does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know,
the guy that
and
does.
it's
How do
just
we
like-
get to the yeah?
So I'm always where I live. I'm one or two people away.
Okay. He's
from
got black diamonds in his
some of
bank
the people
now.
who can
Yeah.
do a
He
lot
could
of
do
shit.
Okay.
And but they're still privileged enough to where like sports ain't a priority.
Or it's human. Yeah.
You know, and it's just their
Which it
mentality.
shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
But like a lot of these, it's just how they move in general. Like just how they. It's just a. I'm like, no, it's
Yeah.
not just a. It's never just a.
But then
and then
you
like
go down to the OC and it's like everything. This shit
just-
crazy, man.
It's just
It's crazy.
crazy. And I just don't be like how they kids move. I don't like how they move sometimes. I don't like it, bro.
To say you don't like how their kids move is
I don't
crazy.
like it, bro. But it's a
That's
reflection
crazy.
of them. It's not the kid's
Yeah,
fault.
yeah.
But I'm just like,
That's
y'all
crazy.
allow this shit like this.
Well,
shit.
their parents are looking at it like we worked hard to be able to vacation when we went on vacation. So fuck you and your little basketball team.
Exactly. Which is
Move
why I
them,
would never
yeah.
coach again. Like,
Yeah.
which
We
is
work
why,
hard to allow our kids to access their emotions.
Yeah.
At
I'm like-
whenever
I'm
point
like,
in time
nah,
they
bro.
choose.
Right.
At their convenience.
And it kind of, I mean,
it's a luxury.
My thing is, dude, don't put them into sports over here. Then
That's-
that's
I
how
was
I look
like-
at it. Don't waste our time. Don't waste the
And then
coach's
I
time.
be,
Yeah.
you know, I talk to the kids because I'll be like, why y'all here? You know, just trying to get. My mom made me play. Like they don't even want to
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like.
I'm just trying to build my resume for Yale.
Yeah, like what? Like you forcing your kid to play a sport that he's not even good at,
Yeah.
and you wasting my time. Like I said, this is volunteer, and then to be in the group chat like with an attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, coach, we can't get the fuck out my
Yeah.
face.
What if a kid told you he's doing this for cardio?
Well,
I think it's nine
we gonna be the
doing it for cardio.
well conditioned. You know what I mean? But yeah, some kids don't want to play
Yeah,
at all.
it
Their
is-
parents are making them.
My parents want me to play a
Or
sport.
like I remember one lady hit me like, my son didn't get in the fourth quarter. When the fourth quarter is when you decide who plays.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know that.
So what? Yeah.
And he also missed 3 practices, and he's not that good.
Yeah.
Like.
How do you tell a parent that their kid's not that good?
I wasn't invested
should
enough
know.
to do it, and that's why I was like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna coach. I can't do this.
Yeah.
You know, I think I could help with like a travel, like a team where kids are really trying. I could help with that because you're allowed to. Like where Keelan does his soccer, that coach don't fuck around. They all were either D3, D2, or D1 or professional soccer coaches.
Yeah.
So it's real. It's not some dad volunteering. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they stop and correct. Hey, we don't do that. You know, we don't talk back. But I'm like, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
I like that. Like that's when I'm trust the coach. Be like, Go ahead, do what you do. But other shit, I can't do it.
You're not a coach.
I can't do it. Not at a certain level. I'm not a coach for certain levels. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Shit, the college kids that say they got their own little shit too. Everybody.
But they're there they know.
Cat.
Yeah. Let me be an assistant first. That's how
most players
it.
be cat.
Yeah, but they know though. They still got there.
Yeah.
So they know enough.
You got there for a lot of reasons, but
yeah.
You know,
they not oblivious.
It's hard to get these niggas to stop smoking on game day.
Bruh.
Nigga, why are you in the locker room? You ain't serious about this enough. I need those.
They're your size too, nigga.
So what you saying, bro? You say you challenging me?
Sound like a challenge.
It's a challenge.
What size those shoes? They your size.
I do gotta get out of here though.
Yeah. All right, man. So.